Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to show you an off-meta deck, a Midrange Paladin. The paladins that you're most likely to encounter on the ladder nowadays are either Warlock Paladins or Aggro Paladins, both varieties of aggro decks. Very rarely you might also encounter a Control Paladin, perhaps of the Nesoth variety. I have also made a video of that archetype by the way, but you never really get to see Midrange Paladin anymore. And that's a bit strange because Midrange Paladin, after all, it used to be a pretty good deck. So I ventured out this season and checked out, okay, is it still possible to build a Midrange Paladin that wins games? And this is a deck that I actually used to climb from rank 8 to rank 5 earlier this season. So yeah, it definitely can win some games. It's easily rank 5 viable because that was done early in the season. I suppose it could be legend viable. That depends a little bit. Because one of the aspects of getting to that rank 5 was that there was a lot of aggro early in the season and on those lower ranks. So the deck works really well against aggro. It's a bit more difficult to beat control decks with it, so there may be some issues there. But so, what could a Midrange Paladin look like in Kobolds and Catacombs? I sold my soul to the neutral power cards to build this deck. There's Kobold Scalebane. There's Bonemare, there's Corridor Creeper, and I guess you could call it a neutral power card in a way. There's Stonehill Defender, which is a great defensive tool that allows me to pick up some additional Tyrians or Tarims or stuff like that, so really powerful stuff. But Scalebane, Bonemare, these are really the core of a lot of fairly mid-range builds in the meta right now. But what about doing mid-range specifically in a Paladin? One card is the key, I think, and that card is Call to Arms. I've used Call to Arms in Aggro Paladin, I've used Call to Arms even in Control Paladin, and I use it again in Midrange Paladin. So this midrange build doesn't have any pirates, we're not trying to go all R on your face, but instead the Call to Arms package consists of Argent Squires, Righteous Protectors, good steady minions with Divine Shields, Dirty Rats, which are awesome when pulled with the Call to Arms 2/6 taunts, those really stop any advances on the board, and Knife Jugglers, because Knife Juggler synergizes so well with Call to Arms, it synergizes well with 1-drops, it synergizes well with the Paladin hero power. There's just so many good things about Knife Juggler. But as you can see from the rest of this deck, it is clearly a more mid-range build. We have all the Peacekeepers to defend. We have Stonehill Defenders, of course. There's Consecrations, there's some AoE over there. We have Spike-Rid Steeds as debuffs, so more defensive, powerful buff cards. In the meta that I built this for, fairly aggressive meta, this deck tops out at 7, so on Bonemare and, well, Corridor Creeper as much of a 7-drop as it is. No Tyrion, no Primordial Drake, no Ragnar's Light Lord. Stonehill Defender can give me some Tyrions, so playing Tyrion is a fairly common sight using this deck, but I just felt like I didn't really have room for those more expensive cards with this build in the current meta. That of course depends a little on what the meta you're facing is like and how you choose to tech your deck. There are basically 3 tech cards in this current list. There's Harrison Jones, which is some card draw and weapon removal, there's Spellbreaker for silence effect, and I guess Vigorfame Burn Brittle also counts kind of as a tech card. I have actually played 2 varieties of this deck. I played this with Vigorflame and I've also played this with Uther of the Ebon Blade. So I generally would like to have some kind of card with a healing effect in this deck. I think overall I slightly prefer the Uther version. I think it gives me a little bit more longevity in those more control type of games and a little bit more reach, so I really enjoy that card. Also makes my hero power a bit stronger, so gives me some more of that infinite value. Overall this deck plays like a mid-range deck. It's not super aggressive, but it can sometimes have a bit of an aggressive streak, and it needs to pressure control decks after all. So generally you're aiming to defend yourself, you're looking for a big swing turn with Call to Arms. You have Consecration that you can use to wipe out the aggro board so that you can start building your own, preferably with something like a Corridor Creeper. Then you have Scalebane, which also buffs your hero power, minions, so lots of synergies. Steed gives you more defensive and longevity on the board. Bonemare gives you some reach. After defending in the early game, when you get to those Scalebane, Steed, Bone Mare turns, then you can just start pouring in that damage. So a fairly standard mid-range strategy. Defensive early on into increasing amounts of pressure later in the game. A fun little deck. I don't think this is quite tier 1. Especially Murloc Paladin is probably better than this deck overall. Even though this has quite a good matchup against Murloc Paladin as such, but Murloc Paladin can win other games that this one cannot so easily do. But a fun little build anyway for anyone who wants to play some Paladin in a more mid-range style. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay for you, and remember, if you enjoyed this video, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now let's go take a look at some mid-range Paladin gameplay. I think I'm mulligan everything, try to find Call to Arms. Let's see. Double Squire. Well, Squire skills some Kobold librarians at least. Not very effective against Mistress. Alright. I'll try to be mana efficient, so I use hero power. There's no real reason for me to trade. And this guy will die. No, whatever he does, it will die. So I can trade away the Divine Shield maybe. Or he can trade away the minion. Depending on whether he has Mortal Coil or not, for example. But either way, I have no real reason to trade. But this is not looking good for me. Obviously Warlock has so many tools to beat this kind of stuff. With the Priest deck I was able to challenge the Warlock a lot better because I could always steal the Void Lords. Well, not always, but I had the option to be able to steal Void Lord. I probably don't want to rat against Control Warlock. Sounds like a bad idea. Is there anything with the battle cry? No, not really. So it's just another hero power turn then. I really have nothing else to play there. Other than the rat, and it's not for this matchup, other than coming out from a Call to Arms. That's what I want to happen. If I played anything else, then they would just die to Defile. Stonehill is okay though. Let's get that one out there. Probably need some bigger stuff here. Let's try this. But with Talnos on board, I mean, even the basic Spellstone is buffed to deal 4 damage. So he can easily deny Steed if he wants to. Nah, he wants to Darkpact the Lackey instead. And I get it. It's a really good thing to do. So I'll probably Steed the Defender. Still doesn't look too good if I do that. Call to Arms, I'm really weak to Defiles. I guess I'll steal the Defender. He has a 3-9, I have a 3-10. If I hit, this one becomes a 3-7. If he has a Spellstone that's buffed once, 6 Talnos trades, and that's... And I still need to start punching through the Void Lord at some point. I guess I need to hit there. We're into... Okay, this will be interesting. So at Call to Arms I could get some Knife Jugglers that might kill the Talnos. Also makes me weak to Defile and Hellfire. I'm weak to those anyway. Grum Street Protector don't really do much. Scalebane. Afraid it doesn't do a whole lot either. But maybe I'll give it a try. I want to get this one lower on health a little bit. I think let's do it like this, but he could attack and Hellfire. I was hoping for that to land on the Defender. I could have ensured landing on the Defender, make Defender 7-7. If I wanted to, I could have done that. Because he can Hellfire now. Then trade in the Void Lord. Well, I think this is a very unfavored. No, he can't trade into Voidlock because the Stigadon is on the way. But he might have a Mortal Coil. Okay, it's definitely a fatigue type of build. And problem with Paladin, like it has always been in this matchup, is that Consecration simply isn't too good in this particular matchup. I think I need to hit here and play Call to Arms. See if I can find any. See if I can find any Knife Jugglers. Of course, I will find Knife Jugglers. I need to consecrate first before Call to Arms. This was a mistake. Need to consecrate first. Yeah, I missed 1 damage here. He might have a Twisting Nether, but I don't think I'm in a position to play around Twisting Nether right now. If he has Twisting Nether, he has Twisting Nether, he wins, but he wins anyway if he has Twisting Nether, I believe. I don't think I'm in. He's halfway through his deck. He's running 1, maybe. I think he should be running 2, but maybe he's running just 1. Of course, he also has Hellfire's Defiles. Lots of stuff. Looks like a Defile setup to me. Some kind of damage to the 5/5. Then Defile the board away. Well, now I'm no longer sure what he's trying to do. Okay, so he doesn't have a Defile. Actually does not have a Defile. Nor a Twisting Nether yet. Well, that's good. I can give both Knife Jugglers Divine Shield here, which I think is useful. And there's no 2 health minion. I can make it so that there's no 1 health minion either. So unless he gets the Twisting Nether. 11. I could put him to 9 by using Hero Power. Well, there's always a 1 health minion. Yeah, so Hero Power is fine. Get another 2 daggers in. So he didn't have a Twisting Nether. Just another Voidlord, but he could have a cooldown for next turn, which brings back so much stuff. Do I have lethal? Bone Mare on this one. That deals 9. 6. 6, 7, 8. I still need to Bone Mare. No, I can Bone Mare. I can afford to Bone Mare this one, right? I need this 1 hit over there, then I hit with that, then I hit with this, then I play the Rallying Blade. Rallying Blade kills 1, Juggler kills 1, this one kills 1, and these 2 go to face and kill the Warlock. No, that's the way it goes. Took me a while to figure all of that out, but I got there in the end. I just might keep the Rat. Maybe I can try to Rat Raza. He will coin Raza on 4, so I would have to Rat on 3. Unless it's Spiteful Priest. In which case it's a little different. Then there are so many bad outcomes for the Dirty Rat as well. But getting a Spiteful Summoner from Dirty Rat would be really good. We'll see. Who knows about these things anyway? Rallying Blade. Well, maybe I should have Mulligan to Rat. Try to look for a 1-drop. On the other 1-drops are pretty bad against priests generally. Because they play like an Ocha Cleric, and then what do you do with a 1-drop? You don't do anything with a 1-drop there. Keep priest cards.
Is someone injured?
Ha! Ocha Cleric. And if he has coin Cabal Talon Priest on that, I guess it's going to be game. At the very least, it would be very difficult for me to recover. So I'm betting on Spiteful. Well, what if he plays the coin Talon Priest? That goes up to 6. What if I play Dirty Rat this turn? Then I just give him an extra minion. If it's Razagus, then the probability of picking up Baraza here is pretty good. Okay, it's spiteful. Clearly spiteful. Could be a combo version too. Is he going into Cabal Talon Priest now? He is. That was the roll. That was the big one. Well, what's important for me is to deny further card draw. Yeah. That was what I was trying to fish out of his hand. Getting the Twilight Drake but then having its health buffed was actually pretty bad. Alright, those are both going to hit in. One of them is going to get the buff. This Drake just keeps growing. I probably have to hit that one away. I have a Spellbreaker, so I could try to silence it. What else can I do? I can play Juggler, Hero Power. Not the greatest thing ever. I can kill that one and I can silence the Ascendant. I think I'm going for that one actually. Let's silence the Ascendant, stop him from buffing other minions. But it looks unlikely for me to be able to get that. I mean, double Bone Mare and Spike Steed in hand. 3 of my 4 most expensive cards. That does not look good. He whiffed this turn. That's quite surprising. And it's pretty good. He doesn't have any weapons, so Harrison time. Harrison might actually survive. So I might get to play a Spike Steed on Harrison, make it a 7-10. He cannot mind control it quite yet. That might be a key. He has Bone Mares in the deck. If he whiffs here, then he's likely having Spiteful Summoners, Bone Mares, that sort of stuff. So can I clean up the board to prevent Bone Mare? Or can I just hit face a lot? I think I need to clean up the Scalebane. Too bad this one can kill the Harrison. No, yeah, it can. It's just enough. Yeah, I just have to kill the Scalebane. Too bad about this trade. Then I will still have the 2-6 and I can Bone Mare that. So it's not all bad. Of course, much depends on the roll. So I can make this into a 6-10. But if he gets a big one, oh, an 8-8, that is a pretty good one. I buffed that one and then I need to wait. Yeah, but if he Bone Mares the Ironbark Protector, well, actually he better Bone Mare the Spiteful Summoner. Well, if he does that, then I would have a Consecration top deck out. We'll see. Well, he had the Spiteful Summoner on 6. Whiffed a little bit in the early game, but he has so many cards that he has been holding on, so there has to be like Bone Mares, spells. Yeah, I guess that deck probably has too much value for me. And it is a top tier deck. My Priest deck is better, but that's still a very good deck. I mean, you're obviously killing the Steed, the Stegodon. The only question is whether you kill it so that you lose minions or whether you kill it so that you don't lose minions. Okay, you whiffed that one. That's nice. Many options here. I don't think my knife juggles are going to be lucky enough. Spiteful Summoner always triggers me. Yeah, actually it's a pretty annoying card at times. I mean, I could simply Bone Mare the Bone Mare. Actually, it's better to Bone Mare the Squire. Let's just trade there. And Bone Mare Squire. 5/5 Taunt with Divine Shield. That's pretty good. I mean, the only way he has to really get good things done here is to have the Grand Archivist and have it cast a Mind Control. Now, Free from Ember is still good, it's still good tempo. But now I was able to find a Tarim, and that can be a big deal. Dragon Operatives are still going to be a problem. Okay, he top-decked the Grand Archivist. Now if he gets the Mind Control from it instead of Free from Amber, which I know is still, probably still in his deck, even at this moment, and that's a good one for him. Sweet, well done, well done. Well, we'll see. Let's go in with some minions here. Okay, so far I couldn't land enough. Do I play Wicker Flame? If that one casts another Mind Control, it's a risk. I think I need to just hero power here. I couldn't get the hit on the Archivist. I was really trying to get the dagger on the Archivist. That was the goal. Fine, then I guess I have to trade. I wanted to kill the Archivist. If I got 2 dagger hits on the Archivist out of these 4 attempts, then I would have been able to do that. But I couldn't get it. Well, probability was 3 targets, 2 hits out of 4. Yeah, it was unlikely. Most lists run only 3 spells, so Mind Control is mostly 2 out of 3. Okay. Well, Mind Control here is pretty bad. So I hope he gets another Mind Control. But we'll see. I guess it can also be good, depending on what he gets. Okay, well now it's going to be better. Much better. But now he gets a Free from Amber. Haha. See, Akshay. Luck. Luck plays a part. So I have Knife Juggler and Righteous Protector left. So Call to Arms brings those. I think I want to Call to Arms because I want to prevent myself from drawing those manually. I want to get better draws. So let's Call to Arms those fellows up here. If I was really lucky I would have hit there, but that would have been pretty lucky indeed. Then we go with Sunkeeper. Haha, now we get the hit there. It no longer matters. And I think I'm preventing the Archivist from casting more spells at this point. I think this is enough. So now we've seen 1 Free from Amber, 1 Mind Control. But he still has a lot more resources. Oh, 2nd Mind Control from hand. Well, that is just sweet now, isn't it? Well, now at least all the Mind Controls are gone. So it's not all bad. Let's see. Now I need some really good top decks though. I probably am losing this game now. I haven't seen any of the... I mean, there's still another Duskbreaker left. There's actually 2 Duskbreakers because this one was from Historian. Yeah. I mean, I have 2 Peacekeepers and stuff like that, so I can render some of his attack inefficient, maybe. Well, the Steed can make Wicker Flame into a 4/8. That's not that impressive. But it's something. I think I want to take the hit there. Let's do it like this. I mean, if he still has 1 Free from Amber, then actually that Mind Control and Free from Amber from the Archivist were seriously lucky. Because both were basically then 50-50 rolls and he won both times. Oh, then that happened. How can you pick up my 1 AoE card? Of course you can. When you get sufficiently lucky you can. Alright, well, Stonehill Defender better give me some really big stuff. Well, gives me another Stonehill Defender. That's not bad. And that gives me a Tyrion. And that's what I'm talking about. Mind controls are gone now. Hi, Tordragi. So no more mind controls. But I at least get a Tyrion here. But is that going to be enough? He still has 2 Duskbreakers, he still has another Twilight Drake, Scalebane, another Operative, another Historian to give him another Dragon, another Bone Mare. I think he has too much left. Oh, he top decked the Free from Hunger. That's pretty sweet. Oh, he top decked... Oh, he got the Obsidian Statue. Promocop, this is clearly a Midrange Paladin. Obviously. Obviously a Midrange Paladin. Not at all an Aggro Paladin, no. Not even close. What can I say? That's the moment when you can't really say much. Yeah, Akshay. So he high-rolled every single roll throughout the game. He has high-rolled every time. So that's also... I'm already in an unfavored matchup, and my opponent is high-rolling every single turn. So that kind of sucks. Let's hero power first, to see if something else dies than Tyrion. And... oh, Tyrion died. Well, that just happened. I think I need to kill that one to prevent him from getting more stats on these. Probably I need to play both Corridor Creepers. Spike with Steed from Glimmerroot. Wow. That's... yeah. That's Hearthstone. That is Hearthstone. I can't get through the Steed, so I'm dead. Yep. Can actually fight in this matchup. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going Protector so that we can play the Knife Juggler behind it next turn. Or the Squire, which doesn't have Taunt. Protector may be able to live 2 turns.
Reporting for duty.
Yep, that's aggro. We played the Juggler. Well, if he has a weapon, he can kill the Juggler. But that's just life. I wanted to attack first because if he has a Blessed Maul and these guys get Divine Shield, then he would be able to take value trades on the Protector and still kill the Juggler. So this way there's only 1 minion to get a Divine Shield. Okay, he's rolling a 33% roll. Hit here and he's golden. Didn't get the hit there, that's good. This one's so likely to die next turn. Can I play Defender or do I go for Squire Hero Power? I think I go for Squire Hero Power and then I probably have to sacrifice the Juggler. Come on, can I get a hit? Nope, couldn't get the right hit. I have to sacrifice my Juggler into his Juggler. Because I have 1 health minions on the board. He spent the coin, so he cannot play Call to Arms this turn, which means that my Call to Arms comes down first. And I'm likely to pull some Dirty Rats from my Call to Arms. And that's pretty sweet against his small minions. Then again, he has a Corridor Creeper, which is pretty sweet against anything. Alright, well, Call to Arms time. Juggler into Master Decided Mirrors. Yeah. Kill the Recruit just in case. If he has Call to Arms now and he pulls his Knife Juggler, there are some significant risks involved. I couldn't find a single Dirty Rat, by the way. Dirty Rats were the only 2-drops that didn't come out. I pulled 3 2-drops. There were 5 2-drops, 2 of them were Dirty Rats, and I didn't get any Dirty Rats. That feels a little bit painful. Just a little bit. The consecration is a board clear. But then what? He gets to start building, but he only has one card in hand, unless that's a divine favor. I think I'll take the board clear this turn. Let's take the board clear now. I don't think he has Call to Arms in hand. So maybe I can do something with the Stonehill Defender from here. Depends a lot on, of course, what are the top decks. Why is he using that? So that's another weapon. Otherwise, using this weapon now makes no sense. Hi, Matsuki. Good to see you. Stonehill Defender into... But he has so many small minions. Another copy of Tarim is not really helping me. I guess it's the Screaming Tentacle then. I just want to get stuff on the board right now. So that has got to be another weapon. Nothing else makes sense. And it was another weapon. Now I can Bone Mare this to kill the Direwolf Alpha. He can kill it with the weapon alone though. No, it's better to play Scalebane. It's better to trade here. And then play Scalebane Hero Power, so that I have a 5-5 and a 4-1. I'm a little bit scared of when he draws Divine Favor. He gets some additional cards. And also, of course, Call to Arms. He has played already quite a lot of his early game, but there's one Knife Juggler left. He's unlikely to have Bone Mares in that deck. So, when the game... or Steeds even. So when the game gets to this point, I have certain advantages. Why is he not doing anything? I don't know. It's not Bone Mare time yet. He could have a Tarim in that hand. So I use the weapon to kill the 1/1 and this one goes face. Not doing anything quite almost implies Tarim. But I could put some Tarim into his Tarim. Oh, Tarim wasn't in hand, it was top deck. So that's weird. Okay, I guess it's Bone Mare time. I don't actually have to Tarim this, I can just Bone Mare. It's Bone Mare here. And this one kills the Tarim. I can kill this one with the weapon. And then Hero Power and punch 6 to face. And Tarim spent, and we actually beat the Aggro Paladin with this one. But I think Call to Arms Consecration can be good. I just need to find 1-drop or 2-drop so that I can start getting on the board earlier. And we find a 1-drop. So now this is good. 1-drop, then we can Hero Power. Turn 3 is a little bit awkward. But I didn't dare to keep this Stonehill, so that I do nothing into Hero Power into Stonehill. I felt that that was too weak. I think that this is slightly better. Double Call to Arms, double Consecration. I should have this. But not necessarily. I mean, he has a lot of interesting stuff that he can do. Much depends. Can I top deck a card that costs up to 3 mana next turn? If I can, that will be really good for me. Oh, Champion Small. Nice. I find a Rallying Blade. These are just 1/1s at the moment. Rallying Blade could come in handy if I find a bunch of Divine Shield minions. But they won't get to keep the Divine Shield anyway. He spent the coin on that, so he can't coin. I think I need to equip the Rallying Blade. But it's too early to hit with it. He doesn't have any buffs he can play this turn either. So let's check if if he plays like a direwolf, then I kill the direwolf. Well, now this is a little bit scarier board. Can I call to arms on this board? There's so much damage on it. But he's going to call to arms next turn as well, right? That's actually a little bit scary, because I could either play Consecration here. I think I play Call to Arms here. That will improve my top decks in the future. Do I hit here? What if he has a Blessing of Kings? Then he takes a value trade here. This one will have 5 health, it goes down to 3. No, it's better to not attack. Even if he has a blessing, it's better to not attack yet. He might not get to my Knife Juggler here. There's 6 health over there and there's a Divine Shield over there. And then I have Consecration for next turn, potentially. Especially if he plays Call to Arms here. I can just consecrate that board. I would even consider playing Dirt Rat if this was an aggro deck. Dirt Rat from Call to Arms is really good. It's like Oaken Summons in Druid, getting those 3/6 stones. Here comes the Call to Arms. But he gets double chargers. Ouch. That was painful. Because now he can clear up everything. The power of the double charge. Well, that was unlikely. That was very unlikely. Given that those are the only chargers and they're the Righteous Protectors, Squires, Veterans, Direwolf Alpha, Knife Jugglers, all sorts of stuff is still there. I think I still don't want to consecrate. I want to play another Call to Arms. Now I think I will take the hit there. I isolate that Direwolf Alpha alone. Okay. And I have a Steed coming too. He's unlikely to have a Steed in the deck. I mean, Call to Arms was a key card when I was playing Control Paladin in surviving against aggro. It's just so strong. And Call to Arms and Dirt Rat is really, really great. And there's going to be some consecrating going on. Oh, didn't get the Divine Shield more. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Good to see you. Why would you sacrifice that minion? Fine. Okay, then we play Consecration. Woohoo! Did you know I have one of these? I bet you did not. What do we have today? I'm not even keeping the Juggler. I mulligan everything for Call to Arms. Call to Arms, come on. I haven't seen Call to Arms for a while now. I would like to see it again. I miss it already. Well, he can kill a Righteous Protector obviously, but I still need to try to challenge the board somehow. This one is a Tempo Rogue. I'm not playing the second Righteous Protector because I might play that together with the Steed later on. Oh, there's my Call to Arms. Okay, so this turn is Hero Power, next turn is Coin Call to Arms. He will dagger down this one, and he will play something. That's a pretty good thing to play. Even my Coin Call to Arms can just barely challenge that. I could also just Rallying Blade down the Captain. Now I can play Protector Rallying Blade next turn. This turn is Coin. Well, I could Protector Rallying Blade this turn too. What if I get some Squires from Call to Arms and they live? I think I actually like this play. In this position. Yeah, actually I like this play now. That's a pretty close call. Trying to call 2 arms, hoping that something survives. So that something survives with Divine Shield on, so that I could get value from the Rallying Blade. Okay, there's an SI7 agent in hand, that implies. But it's fine. I probably want to hit that one first. Get rid of it, and then we call 2 arms, in case we get a Knife Juggler, which then can potentially kill some minions. Better when the 3/3 is away from the board. Now he needs a backstab to activate the Wild Spine Slayer this turn. 6/6/7, but I have a silence in hand. I'm silencing that, right? He can't Bone Marrow yet next turn. So I think I'm silencing that now. Silence is better than Consecration here, I believe. Do I take some trades? I mean, I have the Consecration coming up next turn. 5 damage on board. He played all of these 1-drops, so I don't think there's a Wild Spine Slayer in hand.
Options.
This is the only one that can directly kill the Knife Juggler. I think I'm trading it away. I actually think I'm trading that one away too when I can make a value trade. But the Knife Juggler is going face. So now if he has like a SI7 agent, well, SI7 agent will kill the Juggler, of course. Okay, he's not going to attack, but I have Consecration here. Next turn is his Bone Mare turn, so I need to wipe the board for before that. So when I Consecrate, this one goes down to 3. 2 minions die. I can't get the Corridor Creeper to be cheap enough to play this turn, no. So I need to play another Juggler, and I want the Taunt to survive, to protect that Juggler. So it's actually Consecration first, to remove the 2 health minions from the board. Then I play the Juggler so that I get a 50-50 roll on whether it hits this one. It doesn't. I sacrifice the 4/3 into that because I want to keep the Taunt alive for now. And then I have Bone Mare available for next turn. He gets a Corridor Creeper, which is nice, and a Wild Spine Slayer, which is nice. And what can I do? It's probably Bone Mare, right? If I Bone Mare this one and make the trade, then I can play a free Corridor Creeper. Maybe that's what I'm going for here. Bone Mare that one and I make the trade. So then I can play my own Corridor Creeper for free. I don't think I want to kill the Wild Spine Slayer. That gives him a Bone Mare target. He can make that a 7/7. But I can steed a 5/5 and make it a 7/12. 7/11. So Bone Mare simply is not very strong right now. What other options do I have? I could just trade one here. He still has a couple of cards that have been in his hand for a long time. I think I'll just actually trade one here. Do I just go face? I think I'm just going face here. That's Bone Mare. And then the Spike with Steed. And then hit face. There was no lethal setup for me, but this puts him down to 3. And I have a 7/11 taunt on the board. Even if he has a Wild Spine to kill it, there's still a 2/6 coming out. Okay. But that's not enough to keep him alive. He can't play the Bone Mare twice. Why would you Shadow Step it again? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.